in this file I'm going to apply the correlation, right? So correlation should be you will find the correlation in analyze, correlate and bivariate, right? Analyze, correlate and bivariate. Open this. Now it is asking for the number of variables. So here I have two variables. Select this one and already checked for Pearson, right? Because Pearson generally we apply for the Pearson in the case of scale data, and in the options if you just check this value, cross product deviation and covariance, right? In the options select this value for covariance. This is just for to analyze the difference between the covariance and correlation, right? So that's why I'm just using this and click on OK. Now in the output window you can see the result has been calculated, and what you can interpret that there is a relationship. This is my R 0.951, right? So this is, what does it mean? It is almost close to 1. So plus 1, there is a strong positive correlation first of all, right? This is the first thing that we check, and we generally check with p value. This p value, again p value concept is also here. So p value is 0.000, which is less than 0.05, right? So the my values are significant, right? The values are significant. This is the one thing. Now the next thing, this is the only one thing, and the next thing here I can write here, we have to check the direction. So here you can see direction, right? So direction is positive because the value that we got is positive 0.951, right? So direction is positive. This is the second interpretation. And third one, effect size. Effect size is what? The value. So for value you can see that my value is 0.951. So as per the rule that I explained, that if the value is if the value is greater than 0.7, then there is a strong relationship, right? There is a strong. So for this case, the value is, of course, p value is less than alpha, right? Direction is positive and effect size is strong. So my interpretation, what I can interpret, that there is a significant, strong, positive correlation between the income and consumption, right? There is a significant, strong and positive correlation between the income and consumption, right? Now in this case you can see the value of covariance. Value of covariance is what? This, the value of covariance is 2005 something, right? So this is the value of my covariance, 2005.35. So this is the my covariance value, but correlation value is 0.951. Now let's make some changes in the data so that we can compare that covariance will change or not, right? So you can do your changes in your data by going the transform, right? In the transform there is a option compute variable, right? In the transform tab there is a first option compute variable, and let's select the income first, right? Income first. Here you can write, because here I am making one new variable, right? So I can write income underscore new, right? And type this one I have selected because I am making here new variable called income underscore new. So for this I need income variable, and in the income variable I select this and click on this arrow. I am just making it 1000 times, right? Multiplied by thousands. This is your calculator. So I select the income, multiply this multiplied sign, use this multiplied sign, and the write the values 1000, right? Click on OK. In the data view, you can see that a new variable called income underscore new has been appeared, right? And you can see the value is just 1000 time multiplied by the income variable. So here you will see the 80 is here, and here you can see 80,000. Now I will also change the value of consumption. Again, go to transform, compute variable. This time I make it consumption underscore new, right? And now I will take consumption here. First delete this one, consumption multiplied by thousands, right? Okay. Now you can see in the data view, two variables has been created: income new, consumption new, right? Now I am going to apply the same correlation again, but on these variables, these new variables. So go to bivariate correlations, right? This time I will not take these variables. I will take only these new variables. Okay. And already covariance is there. Continue. Okay. Now you can see in this analysis what you can interpret. The value of correlation is still 0.951, right? This one. P value is also significant, 0.000, but the value of covariance, you can see this is your covariance value, and this one is your, right? This is what, because covariance is related with the income and consumption, so you cannot take income with income. So my covariance is 2005 and then 355932, right? This is what. So now your covariance become this one, because I changed the units, I change the values, so you will get a different covariance, but correlation is still same. So what you can interpret here, that covariance is completely useless things, right? You can interpret with the help of correlation only, right? Because covariance will again change if you make changes in your data or in your unit, right? So we will not take covariance anymore, we will consider correlation, because it is unitless. That's why it will not affected by the any changes, by making any changes, right? Although if you change the figure completely, like if there is a value 23 and you make it 32, so that's why of course you will get a different correlation, right? Because you change the value. But if you change the unit, so covariance correlation will not get affected, right?